Hello everybody, new update on the V12 project. Got some nice things done and it's going to start to look something, so I think it's a good time to show something. So what I've done is I made a strut bar over the top. I need to figure out something, so I thought it was better to install something to get more stiffness into the front suspension. So I got not a lot of space, so I got on top the corners, I got around 5 millimeters of space. So that's not a lot, but it's enough. And in between the engine in here, I got around a centimeter. So as you can see, maybe I can show you that like this, that there's a little bit of an angle. It's not completely straight, because otherwise it's going to hit here. So it's completely free, so the engine is pretty stable in the engine bay, so that's pretty good. Also what I've done is made new stainless steel manifold to the throttle body. So normally the throttle body is on here mounted, and that could not sit in here. And there's also another bend than here, just like the same is now in stainless steel. Normally that is then throttle body, and then there's a rubber connection on it. So also on this side. So I also needed to drop them a little bit, otherwise I had to do it straight away, but there's now also a little bend in it. Otherwise they will also hit the hood. So what I've also done is I installed the intakes. I drilled a hole into the glass. I don't know if I showed it already in the last video, but there's a hole in the glass to the light. So the other light is I'm not going to use it. I never used it when I was driving, so I thought, yeah, I can lose it. And I think this is a good alternative to use for cold air. So I have to figure out how to close up inside the headlight so I don't get moisture in here. So that will be also the next thing to do. And yeah, I also could not use this light because the radiator is that big that it would otherwise not fit. So yeah, like this, I think this is the best option. So also what I'm going to do is I'm going to install the cooling tank. That's the next thing. So normally, like it's sitting now, this is the window wiper tank, it's in here. And normally also this small tank is like this, but it could not sit here. And I think it's too small, because I did some research yesterday, and if you got water temperature raised from 20 degrees till 100 degrees Celsius, then 4.2% expansion of the water is there. So the normal 2-liter engine is about 9 liters cooling fluid. And this particular engine has 18.5 liters of cooling fluid, so it's twice that amount. So if you look at this tank, it's also twice the size, twice the amount of water that can be inside. And otherwise, there's also be some water will be expanded in the hoses and that sort of stuff. But yeah, yesterday I saw an engine swap with an M119 and an 190, and he still uses this small tank. I think that's not, yeah, don't want to do that. I think there is too much pressure in the system, or it's going to blow out water or that sort of stuff. So I could also use overflow tank to place it somewhere else, but I'm going to use that other tank, I think. So I'm going to remove this one. Not going to use it. And I have to make some kind of mounting in here, that it will not hit the hood. And also the other thing is that I want to make a cold air intake box. So I ordered two filters, two Apexi filters, open filters. I also use them on several water projects, and they are pretty good. They flow very good, and they have a good price for the quality you got. They have very low restriction flow, better than K&N and that sort of stuff. So, and they clean very good. So and they are maintenance free. up till a certain point or something. So they will. I don't have them yet. I should have them already by this time, but they are going to be mounted in here. And then I want to install also an intake box, because I have to look how much flow a 3-inch pipe can have. But I think it will be enough. So because you also have wind flowing in, so I think that's going to be pretty good. So yeah, that's the next thing what I'm going to do. The next thing is I have to make a little bit modification to this wheel well. A little bit, so the tank will be mounted flat. I think it will be a little bit on an angle like this. So it will not be completely straight, because that will not work. Yeah, otherwise it will be going down too much. So I have to have a look at the best location. And I'm going to order a smaller tank from a window wiper wash tank, and will be placed here next to the fan. It's a small tank. I searched one was 16 centimeters by 17 centimeters, and then 7 centimeters high. So and that will be mounted then. So it's a smaller. It's a 1 liter. I think that one on the floor, I think it's a 3 liter or something. So it will be less. But yeah, then the only thing that has to be filled more. Yeah, it's a smaller thing. Yeah. Don't have that much space with a big engine like this, so you're now going to see how big this engine is, because you can have no space for all the stuff you want to build around. So it's getting there. So that are the last things that I need to build in the engine bay. So it's the cooling tank and the window wiper wash tank needs to go in, and I make the intake intakes to the filter needs to be mounted. If that is ready, then I can put everything in place so that everything is fit. And then the only thing what I need to do underneath the car is then to place the steering box again. But my arms are stuck, my suspension arms, these bolts are rotted in completely in the aluminium, so I cannot remove it. And the outlining of the arms is not in a good place, so I want to remove them first and restore them a little bit, place them back, and get the spring and of the suspension, the strut, at the right place, and then align everything. And then I need to make a connection from the steering box to the wheel carrier, wheel hub. And if that is done, then all the modifications are done, and then the only thing I need to do to the car is to clean everything up, get all the rust out and that sort of stuff, do some rust repairs. I have to do some rust repairs on here, and this wheel well is a little bit rusted. Not that much, not big holes and that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's going to be the next thing. So hope you're going to like this one. I think it's a very nice update. I cannot close my hood completely, but because otherwise I cannot open it again, because I don't have the cable yet connected. But I think it looks pretty good like this. So I'm going to the blue what you now see on the intakes, I'm going to remove it because I don't like it that much, and I think I'm going to just polish them like stainless steel color. So I think the look is pretty nice with the 2 holes in the glass. I think it's pretty cool. So let me know what you think. Hope you liked it, and see you for the next update. In the right corner for you, there's the right corner, the other one. You can click on my logo, go to my main page, see all the other videos of this project or other reviews of very nice cars. So and put a thumbs up. If there are any questions or remarks, put them below the video. Don't hesitate to ask. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.